back in Week 4, the Saints lost their last matchup against the Buccaneers. Can Tampa Bay sweep the series? The answer comes your way next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin on this final day of 2023, New Year's Eve. Folks are fine-tuning their resolutions. Fitness clubs ready for that January boon. But these two teams have one more important piece of business to take care of before the calendar turns to 2024. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway, Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. William Golston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his 6th season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. His throw incomplete. Intended target on that with Russell Gage. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Tano Passanio with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
A 4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just in. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here now, 3rd and a yard. To throw his Carr. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Well, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Mayfield to throw it. He completes this to Russell Gage. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Carr now to throw.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
The short put out by these 2 defenses in this first half. The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch. And that's good coverage once again there before it's another 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Joe Tryon charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Carr.
There's Chris Olave.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he fires one incomplete.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr going to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's second down. Throwing now is Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Carr to throw again. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr to throw on second down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the one touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Opting to run again here with White.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play fake. Mayfield. And his His throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
That's caught down the field by Palmer.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so was this one. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
1st down, here's White. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints 22.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Mayfield to throw it.
That one too wide and incomplete.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's White.
Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Gabe Neighbors,
his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the 2nd half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their 1st possession of the 2nd half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Now Carr.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at the 20. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed.
Oh, solid stiff arm. It's an open field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A 1st down there and a pickup of 25.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run straight ahead here with White.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Mayfield.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 30 yards.
And the Bucs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So time for Carr and the Saints.
Down 14-7, just over 2 minutes to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Carr to throw.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the Flyer can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now Carr. Pass complete, Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing his Carr.
And this one complete to Smith.
2nd and 6 coming up.
approaching the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Carr.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Tampa Bay,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.